Hello, what's going on? Welcome in. Happy Wednesday. How you guys doing? We got just Dust coming in with the evil first. I love how that one is just that has just become the new first. How's it going, Dust? Welcome in. Yatta! How are you doing? Blowy, what's going on? Welcome in. How are you doing? Hello. Happy Wednesday. How's it going? Nosme, what's going on? Welcome in. How's it going over there? I've been a 7TV subscriber forever. Have I actually? How long? 3 years and 3 months. Oh, that's not that bad. It's less time than I thought of, actually. Yeah, I do it to get the extra emotes and stuff. I think I'd be limited on the amount of emotes that we'd be able to have without it. I believe. I don't even remember what's included besides the pretty name. I legitimately could not tell you what else is what else I get with that. More emotes. What's that? Wait. Is that running out of that? I don't know. You know what? I don't know. Why am I paying for this? I don't know. Whatever. It's fine. It's fine. It's also a tax write-off, so but welcome you guys. Happy Fateful Wednesday. How are you doing? Just finished Presage Flowers Stay Night first movie. I've never heard of that. Let me see. Was it good? Oh, I like the style. So is it's related to this? Like, does it take place after what we're doing right now? Because I understand there's like Fate. And then there's like, I've heard Unlimited Blade Works thrown around as well. Still loopy from having a little bit. I don't know. I just had intercourse. Can't say that anymore. Actually, funny thing, it obviously immediately got flagged on YouTube, but it's still up on the Twitch side. So, but if I go to clip it, I don't know if Twitch is saying like, hey, we're detecting something with this clip and I don't like it. But it won't let me clip that section, so I'm gonna need to like download the entire video and cut it down, but it'll be worth it. I'll do it anyway. There's another ending. It's a different route. Okay. The movie trilogy is the Heaven's Feel route. So what are we on currently then? Because it says Fate in the corner, but I don't know if that's like the name of this arc, or if that's just because it's the name of the game. So. Like someone I think at one Fate is the name of the okay. So am I stuck on like a certain route, or is this just like a necessary? But like is this the same as like we had to do the prequel and then we have to do Fate and then it opens up or something? Because honestly, with the way that last episode went, I don't know how much longer there is, but also like could be a bunch more. You know, like I got a lot of questions. Supposedly Archer's not here, but I've been stewing on that for the past week, and I don't know if I actually believe that. I don't know. I'm a little worried. So don't tell you until you finish it. No, you're good. What's up, Perpetrator? How you doing? Because like ultimately, because the thing is like ultimately I got to decide like how much of the game we're going through, right? Steam says I've played this game for 45 hours already. This is the 16th time we've streamed this game. I don't understand how much more we have, right? So like I don't mind that aspect of it. That from like a planning and understanding what I'm getting into perspective, I think that's fine. As for like if the name of the arc was like Rin Tosaka bleeds out on the street, I was like, all right, well, I don't know if you needed to tell me the name of that arc personally, but okay. Anyway, I'm still mad at Rin Tosaka right now, guys. She divorced Claire Francois on Tomodachi Life, and Claire just finally bounced back today. She's finally back on her feet. And she was out to eat with Tedo, and you know they were hanging out. It was good. And this was shortly off the coattails of Guy Fieri falling in love with Leon Kennedy. So, love is back in the air, fellas. Love is not dead. How did it feel being inside Saber? I don't even know how. It was incredible. that is where we left off. We didn't even finish the day because I had no idea how much more was going on, and like timeline. It was a good natural finishing point, we'll say. That's how I'll describe that. So that is where we're gonna be picking right up after. But yeah, I got a lot of questions about where we're at with the game currently. Like there's a lot of things that, like, I feel like there's a lot of directions that things could go, and a lot of definitely like a lot more unknown and things that need to get determined pretty soon. So we did get the bad end. We did get another bad end, so up to like 3 dojos. But am I on any number I say is gonna be pulling it out of my ass? I'm gonna say 11. Does that sound right? I forgot. But anyway, in other news, what else? Toad, what's going on? Welcome in. Right as the pizza's ready, get that pizza. Get it good. Get it. In other news, something I ordered a while ago finally came in. I finally got the Ain Thor. It finally delivered. So I was futzing around with that a little bit. So if you guys don't know what that is, it's basically like the Android based device that is dual screen, and it's like form factor is very similar to a DS, or I guess maybe more specifically a 3DS, but it's pretty cool. So you can, like, you know, install stuff on it. There's like different front ends that I've seen that people have used for emulators and stuff, and I'm just kind of like fucking around. Like I tried installing I'm gonna see how like Neverness to Everness, Enfield, and like the 3D gotchas that I play on my Steam Deck run on it, because it's gonna be a little bit more native, I suppose. Like I didn't need to jump through as many hoops as I do on a Steam Deck to install like a Windows app. Like it's because it's Android based, I can just get it from like the Google Play Store, you know, and then it just detects the built-in buttons as a controller. So we'll see how it goes. I don't know. On the topic of Neverness to Everness, I will be really curious to see how successful that game is, because obviously, like, the game just came out, a lot of people are talking about it, but I don't know what it is. I know for a fact that I confused it with a different game. I confused it with Ananta, whatever the other game is that is like anime GTA. I confused it with that. And what I've seen so far of Neverness to Everness is basically just an identity conflict in a 3D gacha game. It seems like it wants to be what Ananta advertises it as being, but then it also is basically just ZZZ. Like its UI and menus and text are all ZZZ. The combat is ZZZ. Some of the like style is kind of ZZZ with that like kind of urban punk vibe. So like I don't know what niche it fills in the space, right? Like it, unless the open world aspect of it or like the exploration is like really killer, I don't know what's up with it. But again, this is based on like very little actual knowledge of what the game is because of my misunderstanding of what it was. So the wall running, there's wall running. All right, well that's kind of cool. I thought gameplay looked like bootleg ZZZ from the get-go with potatoey character design. Yeah, I like I said, like I think the fact that I didn't know, like I totally confused with another game. Like I don't actually know the first thing about it, because my understanding, or what I thought it was, and I think I even mentioned this on stream, I was like, I didn't even know that the characters were gacha in it. I thought the cosmetics were gacha, and then I remembered, or then I found out again today that was Ananta. That's what they said, or Ananta, whatever, however the hell you pronounce it. I'm gonna say Anata because that's what I want to say. Anata. Adventure portals open up and we have to enter to close them. Where have I heard that before? Yeah. So that's what I'm saying, right? Last time I heard about Anata was like half a year ago. Yeah, that's why, like I don't know. I don't know. I could go through like my old tabs on my phone. I have like 300 tabs on my phone, and like I'm sure both of them have been searched at one point. But you actually guessed right. Wait, we are on day 11? That's hilarious. Mystic, what's up, Pokemon? How you doing? Yeah, so I don't know. So I'm a little confused on on Neverness to Everness, but I'll give it a try. I'll play it. I can't guarantee that we'll stream it. That's the thing. I'm having like I'm starting to have a very hard time keeping up with games now. Clearly. I finished the survival training in Enfield. I got that reward. That felt good. I'm perpetually behind in Enfield already. Obviously, we know I'm behind in Arknights, but that's like acceptable at this point. That's not as bad. I'm a little bit behind on Star Rail. I'm still on like chapter 4 for Girls Frontline, and I barely play that game. And honestly, I've said this so many times, but I think the reality is starting to set in that game is very much on the chopping block for me, and it is like it's going to take next to nothing to just make me stop playing it. As shitty as it is, because I do like the characters and I did like the story. I just simply do not have the time. We're gonna play Infinity Nikki. I don't think that game's for me. I don't know what you do in that game besides look cute, which to be fair, it sounds like fun. But on top of that, Pokemon Champions is like kind of has like a daily and weekly mechanics. Like, you know, you gotta hop on and do a battle every day, but that's kind of fun. I don't mind that. But it's just like so many things are vying for your attention nowadays, like your attention and your time, more importantly. And I simply do not have much of either. So the horror game votes fit. No, I haven't even posted it. I haven't even started the polls. So Pokemon, go to the polls in Discord and make recommendations still. Cutscenes are pretty well done, but personally felt jarring that my characters LED felt noticeable different in and out of the cutscenes, especially how smooth Enfield is with the cutscenes and everything. The Enfield characters have spoiled me. That could be it. That could be it. But what I noticed from what I saw is the voices don't really match what, like it seemed like they didn't try to make the animations match up with the voice line, so it's a little jarring in English at least, which is surprising because most games do a really good job at that. And then it's just like, I don't know, same JP, what? Yeah, okay, I don't know. So like I said, I'm gonna be interested to see how long the game sticks around. Honeymoon phase, as we know, honeymoon phase for new gacha games are about a month. So check back in near the end of May and see how it's doing, because that was probably about the time where people were in Enfield were like, all right, I did Valley 4, that kind of sucked. I'm in Wooling and it's better, but I don't know if I like this game anymore. And I think a lot of people had dropped it at that point. I for one still enjoy Enfield and do not plan on dropping it, but I will deprioritize it for other things, especially when it comes to stream. So anyway, Stormy, welcome in. How's it going? Thank you for the 15 stream streak. Keep that streaking up. Don't be chafing though. Time to rebuild it. Hell yeah, let's go. I appreciate the support. But anyway, yapping aside, the Ain Thor is really cool. I gotta say, it's a really nice. I'm gonna grab it right now. It's a really nice. It's like, it's got a really good build quality. I think it's definitely. Oh Jesus Christ! Enfield just started running. Speak of the devil. I have a couple like immediate thoughts on it. The controls are like a little weird if you were to try and like, if you wanted to play, like if you're used to like other controllers and you wanted to like fully mimic that with this device, it's a little awkward just because of the form factor. And then additionally, the charging port's on the bottom, which kind of sucks for a handheld device, as if anyone with a Switch 1 knows. And then also, the concept of the dual screens is really cool, but they each have their own volume, and there's only one volume slider. So the best way to adjust the volume is actually to go into the settings and slide each respective screen's volume. But there is a lot of cool stuff that you can do, like you can move stuff between the screens. Like, it's really neat. There's literally like no easy way for me to show you it without just getting blasted with reflective images and everything. But if you're interested in something like that, take a look, because it is pretty sweet. But anyway, we're jumping back into The Lonely Island featuring Akon, baby. All right, so That is literally right where we left off. So we wrapped up that scene. We had the crazy ass sequence with the dragon inside of Saber. We know a little bit more about her now. We know her backstory because of like the dream or whatever that we had. We know who she is. And then we got kidnapped by Ilya, and we got a bad end, but then we persevered. We said no to her. We didn't succumb to whatever she was planning. And then she was like, all right, well, I'm gonna go kill Saber and Rin then. And we were like, wait. But then she left, or so we thought. And then we get saved by Saber and Rin and Archer. And I was like, yo, this is sick. The gang's all here. Let's get out of here. And then it turns out Ilya didn't actually leave. She was still here. And then we got jumped in a crazy sequence on her big ballroom stairs, which was actually kind of elite. It was aura. I cannot lie. But shit was fucked because Berserker was right there, and he's scary, man. And I wasn't afraid of anything, and that was until I met the scary man. And the scary man wasn't afraid of anything, and that was until he met Larry. And then Archer was like, or Rin was like, Archer, hold him off while we get out of here. And he was like, okay.
Larry.
He was like, okay. But then he was like, but hey, what if I just kill him? And everyone was like, hey, yo. And then supposedly he didn't do that. But he at least helped quell Rin's guilt, if that even ended up being true. Because we were running through the woods, and Saber was like, yo, I ain't doing good. Leave me. And we were like, hell no. And then there was a very conveniently placed little shack. And we went inside, and we were like, all right, we got to transfer some mana over to Saber. Emiya, you're not going to be a mage anymore as a result. And we were like, fuck it, we ball. And then we smashed, and Rin watched, I think, which is kind of crazy. And now we're done. Okay, here we are. So questions are, one, is Archer actually dead? Because I hope not. Two, how far behind is Ilya and Berserker regardless? Three, are we getting the fuck out of here? Like how much, and like how strong / stable is Saber at this point? So lots of unknowns. And the crazy part is we still haven't even met all of the masters and servants. We don't know who Lancer's master is, and we still haven't met Caster or their master. So still lots of unknowns. So let's keep it going. All right. Waking up from my one night stand. I mean, what? Feel sunlight on my eyelids and slowly open them. We did sleep. We did stay overnight. Oh my god. To inform me that Caster died off screen. You what? That's crazy. Oh well. Rip bozo, I guess. Rin joined them. What the fuck? Don't tell me that. Now I gotta look it up. Dazed and confused, I check over my own body. My arms and legs are fine. I don't see any wounds. Maybe the pain faded the moment I was able to endure it. My physical wounds and even the mental scars seem to have been healed. I hear a weak voice from under me. Under it! Huh? Feeling of her soft skin immediately makes me realize who's speaking and the position we're in. Saber's lying on the bed with her blouse in disarray, while Tosika's sleeping, cradling her knees to her chest. The fuck? Tosika may be fine, but Saber's been under me like this the whole time. Why do you guys want me to play this? Oh my god. We exchange awkward pleasantries. Saber slowly gets up and rearranges her blouse. Crap, we're so embarrassed. We can't even look each other in the eye. Oh, she got some strength back. That's what we're calling it. Supply of magical energy. She's not saying you just blew your load inside of me last night and now I feel great. She seems to be back to her normal self. I carried her here last night. She was so weak it seemed she might disappear at any moment, but that weakness is gone now. Yippee!
ですから服を着ていただけませんか、シロ。その格好のままだと私もなぜか話しづらい。
Remember when she first was around and she was, you know, like so proud, so like noble, so like, you know, what's the word? You know, like adjusts tie, very, very locked in and focused. She didn't even mind that we walked in and walked in on her like about to hop into the bath. And now all of a sudden she's like, you don't have your shirt on, tee. You know, she cracked. After we cracked her, oh, it's crazy. I looked down at myself. I hastily reached for my neatly folded shirt. That was nice of Tosaka to fold it up like that. Wait, no, I did that. What the? I was about to say you did that, dog. Why are you giving her credit for that? It's called character development. Why did I fold it so tight? God, this is ridiculous. I vividly recall last night's ritual. I connected with Saber, and Tosaka transplanted my magic circuits deep within Saber. Saber looks like she's back to normal, but what happened to me? What did happen to you, actually? Like your spirit was folded? A couple things got folded. Actually, it's funny. That ended up being like a perfect stopping point, because it was like they actually did get some hunk shoes. Tosaka warned that my body and mind may not be able to handle the loss of magic circuits, but I don't feel much damage nor any huge sense of loss. I was a little scared, but I checked on my magic circuits myself. The idea of seeing for myself just how much I've lost is terrifying, but we're heading into battle against Berserker. I need to understand my own condition. They all lit up? I don't know how to explain it. The overall function of my magic circuits feels sluggish, but there doesn't seem to be any obvious damage. I was chewed to pieces, but my magic circuits are still intact. Damn. Is his, like, you know, crazy ability type shit, did that, like, can he keep doing this? Does he get infinite magic circuits to Saber? Sorry, Saber. Sorry, Saber. We need more. Need to give you some more magic circuits, some more magical energy. You want top or bottom? Infinite magic strat. What's that? Oh, Rin Tosaka, you need magic circuits too? That's crazy. All right, well, come on, let's go. Rin has to be there every time. Rin. Where's did I delete the image of the LinkedIn cuck chair? Do you guys remember that? Did I pull that up, right? The LinkedIn cuck chair? I think so. I think I did. Yeah, it's not here, but I did pull it up at one point. He's observing. It looks like I'll still be able to do my strengthening magecraft. I assume the magic circuits I rarely use were the ones Tosaka took. I only activate about 1 to 4 circuits when I do strengthening. Since I can't do large-scale magecraft anyway, I've never fully activated all my circuits. So she transplanted the circuits I don't use to Saber. Did she, like, do that knowingly, though? I close my eyes to assess my situation. It seems this won't affect my strengthening magecraft, but this sluggishness, like I'm wading through water, is because my capacity for magecraft has decreased. In exchange, though, I feel that I'm connected to something important deep inside myself. Can't tell exactly where it's coming from, but there's a faint line that connects me and Saber. Yeah, it's called I've gained something truly important in exchange for my lost circuits. Saber speaks up from somewhere behind me. You had the choice in that, huh?
人から得るには多すぎた。もしやシロに消せない傷跡を残してしまったかと思うと、謝罪の言葉も見当たりません。
No big deal. There's something that connects me and Saber, and by that, I mean my penis. That's so good. Yeah, there we go. I was about to type in our exclamation
explosion
state.
chamber.
No! I was about to type in our spoilers command, but I think that's a better pin message anyway, so thank you for that.
これは私の不覚です。私が書くも力足らずでなければ、シロには。
Dog, you're only in this position because I'm a pussy bitch.
そんなことはない。セイバーは謝らなくていいんだ。そもそもの原因は俺が魔力の供給をできないでいて、セイバーに迷惑をかけていたからだろ。
So do we still have our peanuts? Did we get peanut exploded?
それもこれで解決した。これからはちゃんと魔力の供給ができる。これで本当に胸を張ってセイバーのマスターだって口にできる。
Oh. Anyway. What's up, Dit? How's it going? Welcome in. How you doing?
ですが、シロ。
俺の魔術回路のことは気にしなくていい。
Magic circuit, schmagic market.
むしろない方が
I
好き
say.
する。
Feel better without them? Yeah. Yeah, let me know if you want a few more. That felt great, actually. Saber's expression remains clouded. Crap. I never know what to say at times like this. Saber's recovered, and I survived even after the loss of some of my magic circuits. Saber's magic circuits, the dream of light and wind in Saber in her youth. And on top of that, we spent the night touching skin to skin. It's making it so weird. Calm down, calm down. That was a ritual for our survival. I need to calm my mind. If I don't focus, I could mess up during battle. A ritual for our survival. Did it feel good for you too? That's what you Oh my god. Incredible. I'm gonna start crying. I think something written in Deku voice. It's because it is. It's because it's so awkward. You can't help but say it in a cringy, awkward voice. The sleepy rhythm of Tosika's breathing halts and she grunts. Grunt again in my ears, Rin Tosika. I'm gonna get in trouble. I gotta knock it off. Looks like Tosika's awake too.
おはようございます、リン。
よう、トサカ。おはよう。
Ohio. I see Tosika's hair shift and then her head tilts up. She's not a morning person at all and doesn't look like her usual sharp self at all.
Thank you, トサカ。ちゃんと成功したぞ。
How was the chair, Tosika?
はい。私の魔力の補充はできました。ですがその代わりシロに。いや、
Eh, it's
なく
fine.
なったのは3割ぐらいだと思うから大丈夫。
30%. That means we can still do it 2 more times. At least.
3割ですか。
She's excited. She said round 2.
なんとか最初にとどめたというのに、それでも3割とは。
I agreed.
なんと強欲な。
You're so greedy. Bleeding me dry here.
強欲か。そうだな。
You're
だ
hungry?
ったにしても、もう少し行儀よくしてほしかったな。
Oh my god. Oh! I don't know if she thought that was funny. Tosika joining us helps dispel the awkwardness between Saber and me. Now we're back to normal.
そう、じゃあいいわね。
What about Archer? Tosika yawns and gets to her feet. It's almost time for the battle. Somewhere in that forest, Berserker and Iliasfiel awaits. What do we go like government name? What? If we don't defeat that hurricane of death, everything we did last night was for nothing. The connection that was created between me and Saber, deep in our hearts. And in Saber. To protect what we created, we'll have to defeat the most powerful enemy of all. Oh, damn. I guess we... Oh, an interlude. It's Archer interlude. It has to be, right? 11-1. Everyone always puts on a brave face. That's true. This has to be Archer interlude, right? Sound like a creep. Now he always does, bro. He's not good at talking. Like just full stop. He's bad at talking. He's sexist. He's awkward. He's cringe. He's dumb. And we love him. Their battle comes to an end. The two fought fiercely, and it ended with the disappearance of the Red Knight. Man, what the fuck? Holy shit. Ruin this place. Now a shadow of its former glory, the reception room's in ruins. There is no we. The floors are cracked and broken. Many of its walls have been knocked down. The stairs have collapsed and broken marble is scattered across the floor. There's hardly a trace of the reception room's original form. Some might even say time itself has been stolen from this space. After such a vast destruction, the scene bears no resemblance to what it was just 2 hours ago. 2 hours they went at it. Holy moly. It has to be Archer interlude, right? First line, Archer fucking died. Yeah, for real. Like, what? A sculpture well suited to such destruction stands in the middle of it all. Standing over 2 meters tall, it bears the crude likeness of a man as if roughly hacked out of stone. It hardly bears mentioning. This is Iliasvale's servant, Berserker. The giant doesn't move. Its entire body is splattered with red, with several holes torn through it. All right, hold on. Copium. The disappearance of the Red Knight could just mean that he left. You know, he's not here anymore where the camera is. In other words, he disappeared from the scene. Cool. Yeah, let's ignore Rin's confirmation. Listen, I know it's been cope the entire time, okay? Not a single inch of the giant's body isn't wounded. The thing that gets me is, like, we didn't even know who he is. That's the thing, right? We didn't know his true name or his noble phantasm. So that's what pisses me off. If he's actually gone. If there's no way to learn that, then I'm mad. 1. Both legs appear on the verge of collapse. 2. A massive gash on the neck. 3. Arms practically hanging off the elbows. Holy shit, he got him good. 4. Something has pierced it from shoulder to groin. 5. Blood gushes from its chest. 6. Its belly is torn open. Berserker is not moving. He will. It's clearly a corpse. The battle itself lasted less than an hour. The result, unexpected. Berserker's master's beside herself. He did it? He fucking did it? She should be picking off what remained of her prey, but instead she just stands there staring at the devastation. Her voice is a low mumble now. The battle came in as a humiliation to her. Her servant is the most powerful. Among all heroic spirits, maybe 1 or 2 can compete with Heracles, the most renowned hero of all time. And yet some unknown archer defeated him. Let's fucking go. The Red Knight fought on equal ground with Berserker, and in the end even killed Berserker, which nobody else had even thought possible. And for that, he can never be forgiven. To Ilia, it's as if she'd just been stabbed in the heart by a passing insect. She prided herself on being the strongest master. For her to lose to the sort she should have so casually trampled must be unthinkable. 6 times? She's yelling at the dead guy. Statue doesn't answer. It has neither the time nor the need to do so. Berserker stands still, focusing on healing himself. Even for him, this was an unusual battle. His noble phantasm nullifies any attack. So long as the attack is not of the highest possible class, it won't so much as scratch him. As such, he rarely sustains any wound. In his own time, none could harm him after he attained greatness. But here, now he's been hurt 6 times. Archer delivered 6 fatal blows. Each of his attacks was of a different sort. That is because even the strongest attacks won't work twice on Berserker. Strange as this battle was, the most truly bizarre part was probably part 5, right? You know, part 5 was kind of bizarre, right? It opened up pretty early on, and Bucciarati was getting all close to Giorno, and you're like, whoa, what's going on? And then over time, as you know, as time goes on, you're like, damn, Bucciarati's actually the best character in this entire arc. Arrivederci, am I right? If Archer was a hero with so many different abilities, his identity should have been obvious. But even after his body was pulverized, Archer's identity remained a mystery. Wait, he's still lost? You know nothing yet. I want more steel ball run, damn it! What was really surprising was how he carried himself in a way that seemed contradictory as a servant. So mutual destruction is what ended up happening. A faint light flickers in the pupils of Berserker's eyes. For Berserker, a normal, rational servant, he probably would feel pretty bad about how this battle went. Whatever his identity might have been, Archer was a rare and formidable adversary. If only Berserker's sanity hadn't been taken from him, he would have fought to his heart's content and maybe even enjoyed himself. Alright, she's kind of mad. Ilya's voice echoes in the shattered hall. Whatever tiny embers of rationality might have been returning to him are immediately snuffed out by her voice. He's just Berserker now. His role is to overwhelm and annihilate his master's enemies. Aren't his, like, limbs dangling, dog? Berserker doesn't need to answer. So long as the wound doesn't kill him, he'll heal in moments. But to completely recover from this would take as much as 3 days. Literal baby rage. Yatta! Wait, I added Ilya Baltu when she got us with the fisheye lens. So silly. The giants silently object. It's almost instinctive. At least when it comes to a fight, Berserker has instincts similar to Saber's. He can certainly destroy his enemy easily enough. But if Saber has recovered enough that she can use her noble phantasm, that will be a different story. Berserker will not fall to a mere sacred sword, but there is always a small chance of something going wrong. His instincts tell him that he should be completely prepared before facing this servant. Make fools of... I don't know. I feel like you definitely did kind of make fools of us. Somebody telling me misspelled Ilya. You're lying. She'll never be a boss. Holy shit. She wants to kill me? Who, me? Ilya hops down from the stairs. Oh yeah, maybe I did. She walks through the rubble to the exit without a moment's concern for Berserker, bloodied as he is. But suddenly, she stops as if remembering something. Man, she's so cute and so scary. Ah! Ah! Ilya heads out of the castle, giggling happily. The sun's about to rise. Ilya knows the forest like the back of her hand. She won't have any trouble finding her prey, even if they try to hide. Her targets have only minutes to live. Interlude out. Well, at least Archer fucked them up pretty good. Rise and shine, everybody. There's my tea. The birds chirping, the sun is shining. Just got laid. It's a good morning. And I don't know why, but I'm forced out of the ruins. Tosca kicks me out, saying that girls have to make some adjustments and changing and stuff like that. Oh, shut up. I lean against the wall as I grumble. I guess I sound like a sore loser, and that's exactly it. I remember, and then I try to shake off my desires. I can't think about that right now. If I keep lingering on my memories with Saber, I'm a dead man. More than anything, it would be rude to Saber. Now it's Rin's turn on the saddle. Rin got jealous. Rin pushed the chair aside. I made contact with Saber to save her. I shouldn't have any other feelings for Saber. Oh my god. Oh my fucking god. Bro's developing feels. After the one night stand. What a crock. It's such a pathetic excuse. Even I don't believe it. I can't forget what happened with Saber, but I need to for now. Honestly, I don't have time to worry about that kind of stuff. Our concern right now is how to fight Berserker. I think back to Archer. I never warmed up to him, but every word he said stuck with me. I stare at a tree branch. There's only so much I can do. I may not be much help, but I'm going to do whatever I can, as best I can. For starters, I snap off a nearby tree branch. Then I try to find other straight branches. They finished that quickly. Tosca's voice reaches me in my search. I head back to the ruins carrying the branches I collected. Oh, the only other problem is whether I can act anything approaching normal around Saber after looking into her heart, however briefly. Caught the feels, bro. He was standing there, but backwards. He went down with maximum aura, I gotta say. That scene in the entranceway, back to us. Hype. I guess I was worrying over nothing. Saber is her usual self. Unlike me, immature as I am, she's probably just approaching this pragmatically. Damn, I'm not gonna let this get me down. I'm so damn dumb being the only one blushing over this, so I'm gonna do my best to keep my composure. No time for arguments. Hear me out? Okay, fine. But I remember what you just did to Claire Francois in Tomodachi Life, so this better be good. Saber and I nod. Plan is simple. Kill Berserker. Easy. Done and dusted. Head off in a single attack. Alright, got it. I'll be bait. I'll be bait.
バーサーカーが俺たちに気づく前に先回りして襲うってことか。そりゃあいつと正面から戦うのは無謀だけど、そっちの方はもっと無謀だ。あいつが奇襲なんてさせる玉か。
ええ、バーサーカーに気づかれずに近寄るなんて都合のいい作戦はやらないわよ。
Why don't we just have someone shoot him from? Womp womp.
あっちにはイリアスフィールがいるんだもの。少なくともセイバーとシローの気配は簡単に感知されるわ。私は気配を隠せるから大丈夫だけど。
You able to cut off his head, Rin? I don't understand the logic, but I get the sense Ilya can detect me and Saber. Is it? I get the sense Ilya can detect me and Saber. Right after Rin says she'll immediately detect Saber and Shiro. Brilliant. His brilliance is almost impressive, almost intimidating at times. Rin is range. We're good. Yeah, we're good. We're good. Yeah. If Tosaka's the only one who can conceal herself, maybe she is the bait then.
当然でしょ。一番に狙われてるのはシローなんだし、この中で一番動きやすいのは私だもの。
Hell yeah.
ついて後ろからバッサリやるのは任せなさい。
Hell yeah. Avenge Archer. His brain must be very wrinkly, wrinkles all over.
後ろからバッサリってバーサーカーがそんな甘いわけないだろ。
そりゃそうよ。だからセイバーに隙を作ってもらうの。セイバー、体はどのくらい回復した？
She's locked in. She's maximum overdrive. She can go sicko mode even. I'll be the one giving back shots. She's
通常戦闘ならば問題はありません。ですが、宝具の使用は避けるべきです。
She's brand new after what she witnessed last night.
今の魔力では
Whole new world opened up to
使った
her.
瞬間に体を維持できなくなる。たとえ使ったとしても純度は落ちていますから、バーサーカーを倒せるとは思えません。
That's fine, I guess.
ええ、それで十分よ。セイバーにはバーサーカーと打ち合ってもらうわ。もちろんシロも一緒。
Oh, I gotta be there too? Oh, man.
で、私は隠れて様子を見る。イリアスフィールから見れば私はおまけみたいなものだし、いなければ二人を見捨てて逃げたとか思うんじゃないかしら。
I guess that makes sense, right?
はあ、それはまあ可能性はなくはありませんが。可能性が低いならあげて。
Their face.
シロはイリアスフィールと仲がいいみたいだし、うまく話せば騙せるんじゃない？
I don't think she's a big fan of me right now, actually. Tosaka looks at me meaningfully. Is that what that is? That's what that is?
反論はあるけど引き受けた。トーサカは逃げたって言えば、イリアはまず信じるよ。あの子は人の言葉を
Doesn't doubt what people tell her. We're gonna lie to a kid?
だとしても問題はあります。私がバーサーカーと対峙するのはいい。ですが、シローに同じことはさせられません。シローではバーサーカーの一撃に耐えられない。
I did once already. Deny relying on Shiro for a deception roll. Bro's got like a -3 on that shit, man. What's up, Azure? Welcome in. How you doing? How about you just swing the sword, no beams? That should be better. Honestly, well, yeah, another big beam will wipe her out, right? I'm the one that back shots. White, Tosaka.
誰もシローに殴り合えなんて言ってないわ。
I just gotta be
シ
there.
ローはセイバーから離れて後方支援。セイバーだけじゃバーサーカーを押し切るのは難しいから、危なくなったら助けてあげて。
Sounds great.
シローはリンのように魔術に長けてはいない。
Whatever.
援護と言っても何を。
Ah! Hey! Hey, that was kind of mean.
それはシローが考えて。もっともバーサーカー相手だとマスターが介入する余裕なんてないわ。シローだけじゃ、それでも一人だって遊ばせる余裕はないの。シローが殺されればセイバーもおしまいっていうのは分かってるけど、ここはそうしてもらうわ。初めから賭け事みたいな戦いなんだから。
That is true.
それはそうです。
That is true. That is what I just said. That is what I just said. Shiro chopped liver Emiya that sits here like a good boy and doesn't rebuke anything. So good job. What's up, Wendy? Zerka's probably too juiced to risk getting close for long. Thankfully, he's all chopped up. He died like 6 times over, but he's still alive. He got dealt like 6 what do you call it? Fatal blows. So we stand a decent chance, but But the folks here in this meeting don't know. Only the reader knows. Saber makes a face and falls silent. Since Tosuka's gone quiet too, she must understand how reckless her proposal is. I can't blame them for being worried. The night I met Saber, the night Berserker attacked, the only thing I managed to use to defend her was my own body. There's a strong possibility that we're headed towards a repeat of what happened that night. So while it may be best for me to distance myself from the battlefield, I'm not going to do so unless they force me to. Huh? Was it really that much of a surprise? We just like throw rocks at him or something? I don't know. I grab the tree branches I gathered earlier as I say that. They're just the right length and exactly the right kind of flexibility. This is the first time I've done this kind of strengthening, but I don't think I'm wrong in principle here. Basically, I just need to layer my strengthening until it turns into something substantial. Besides, he had something like this, so I can use it as a reference. On top of that, magical energy's been flowing through my body for a while now. All I have to do is repeat my usual process. I analyze its basic structure and change it. I analyze the material's composition and reinforce it. Starting from the branch, my result should be his bow, but something's missing. I need to think of this from the standpoint of creation. If I want to make something as close as possible to the real thing, I need to envision everything I can about it, down to the smallest detail. I opened my eyes. The warped branch was the right shape, but something wasn't. There it is. What do you mean? That looks like a bow to me, dog. Might as well be love taps if he shrugs it off. I don't know. He was in pretty bad shape, thankfully. We're pretty good. We're pretty good. Don't worry. It's ugly, distorted, and yet I can tell it'll work fine as a bow. Now I just have to create an arrow following the same concept. Yeah, we kind of alchemied here. Oh, she looks flabbergasted. Somebody's gotta be an archer. I'm a tree. You're wearing bright red. What? You're not gonna blend in. With all my gems, yeah. Throw your family jewels at him. Okay. Tosuka turns her attention to us, checking whether we have any questions. We're locking in, don't worry. You're saying we and attack. You're saying we and attack. That's a... Huh? You're saying we and attack. That's at least... I think it's a translation. I love that. Okay, thank you. I was like... First, we're not going to be stuck in a room with Berserker. I don't either, man. But listen, he killed Archer. We gotta avenge him. She says this. Tosuka pulls several jewels from her pocket. My life savings. That's crazy. It's crazy how my brain just ignore that sentence being wrong. Sometimes I can, like in Arknights, I'll overlook some of them, but I do end up catching them a lot of times. Especially because, well, in Arknights I read them out loud, so I definitely stumble. It's a little bit more noticeable than if you're just maybe kind of like skimming through on your own, right? Hell yeah. Sister's using her life savings.
そういうことよ。本当は小出ししていこうと思ったけど、悠長なことは言ってられないわ。バーサーカーには特別に2つか3つは叩き込んでやるんだから。
Get his ass. I gotta say, listen. She has legitimately no reason to be here anymore. Like, if you think about it, right? Like, she was the one who had like prepared for the Holy Grail War. She like, you know, grew up family mages. Her father knows Kire, you know, did the summoning herself, had all these jewels, had like the magical energy in her like amulet thing or whatever it was. And she's basically out of it now, but she's still sticking around. So hell yeah. Anyone who hates Unwritten is a fraud. Put him on fraud watch. Tosuka puffs out her chest confidently. Compensating for something? However. The music.
同感です。私が言えることではありませんが、せめて半分使い切るぐらいの気前の良さが必要だと思うのですが。
look at her face. Support attack. They're like, are you being stingy? She's like, I got like 9 of them. I was gonna use like 2 or 3. And like, hey, maybe like a couple more just to make sure. No reason to say Bashiro, but she did. She good. I know, right? Exactly. She's a good person. She's good. $100,000 of dollars. That's crazy. Silly music. It'll come before the storm type.
何よ、そんなの人の勝手でしょ?
Sure, but we all finna die if you don't. So like, I don't know.
あなたたちね、私がどれほど苦労してここまで貯めたって思ってるのよ。
All right, listen, I get it, but like, what's more important? A couple of fruit gummies or like your life? She's back to being all tsundere. Never change, Rin, never change. Saber and I protest silently. Tosuka's life depends on this operation too. We can't let ourselves fail just because she's being stingy.
わかったわよ。半分使えばいいんでしょ？使えば。何よ、言ってみただけじゃない。私だってそれくらいわかってるんだから。I kinda just
wanted to say that. Oh my god.
とにかく作戦はそれだけよ。あとは私が隠れられて、シロがセイバーの援護をしやすい場所を探さなくちゃ。イリアスフィールが来る前にいい場所を見つけましょう。
I feel like she's gonna be like right outside right now, dog. Honestly, that's how this. We don't have the best of luck in this game, you know. Yeah, we can't stay in these ruins anymore. And like Tosuka said, we need to find a place where we can all lie in wait for Berserker. Before that, I hate making decisions. They said I came out today should be using explosive GPUs. Go, my RAM attack. I'm worried about Saber and I'm worried about Tosuka. I'm worried about Tosuka, honestly. Not even a hesitation, because like Saber's fine-ish, you know. She had a decent night. You know, I'd say, not to toot my own horn or anything, but I feel like she had a pretty okay night. Just saying. You know, like she might have had an all right night. Rin, on the other hand, that chair didn't look that comfortable. I hope I'm wrong, but Tosuka won't be stingy about her gems, will she?
ちょい待ち。繰り返すけど、本当に出し惜しみはなしだぞ、トサカ。そりゃ、宝石は高価なものだけど、お前の命には変えられないんだから。
Oh, my RAM attack deploys carnelian beeswax. Neither of them attack right away. Berserker.
うちの財政を知らないからそんな無責任なことが言えるのよ。シロだって これ一つがどのくらいするか知ったら腰が抜けるに決まってるんだ
Then
から
why don't you go sell them and go retire or something? Why? I thought you were just like doing drugs and you just made them. Didn't you make them from your own blood or something? Isn't that what you're doing? Also, the humph at the start is so funny. In Tomodachi Life, I made her end every sentence with a humph, and it was very in character. It was really good.
金の話で腰なんか抜けるか。いいぜ。そこまで言うなら責任持ってやる。使った分の宝石、俺と遠坂で折半にすればいいんだろ。
I don't got that kind of money. I only work a part-time job, and I haven't even taken a shift since this whole Holy Grail War ass thing started. Face.
男に二言はない？
Oh, we're fucked. Oh, we're so fucked. I don't got the money for that.
ない。俺だって少しは貯金あるし、足りなかったら稼いで返す。遠坂が溜め込んだ武器を使ってもらうわけだし。
Can sell the house, dog. We're now indebted to Rin Tosaka. She's gonna put a leash on us and make us walk around the city like that. Okay, I might be making this offer out of pride. I guess I want Tosaka to see me in a positive light, no matter what. True.
なんだよ。口元いびつにねじ曲がってるぞ。
Is it?
ええ。嬉しいのは本当だし、楽しみができたのも本当だから。
There's something to look forward to. Ah!
ところでエミヤ君、この宝石一つどれくらいするのか聞かなくていいのかしら？
Yeah, we probably should have found that out before we said like, yeah, I'll pay for half of them. Why not?
まあ、10万円ぐらい。
100,000 yen or something. She's gonna be like, it's like a billion jillion yens. This is my blood, sweat, and.
ないわね。使い捨ての宝石ならそれぐらいでいいんだけど。
Guys, I think the choice that we just made put us into a lifetime of debt, worse than student loans.
じゃあ20万円ぐらいとか。
半端な上がり方ね。でもないわよ。
Uh-oh.
じゃあ25万円
This is the slow increments.
あのさ、普通こういう時って次の桁に移行しない？
Oh, we're broke.
なんでいつまでも6の桁から上に行かないのよ。
Uh-oh. Billion yen.
言いたくないけど。
30
万円とか。
What, to like 100,000? 200,000? 250? 300?
だからなんで7桁に行かないの？
もしかして
Makes the jump to a million.
100万円ですか。
The voice acting is so good, like the teasing tone, and then him where he kind of just nervously like stammers. He's like,
もしかして100万円ですか。
the delivery is so good. He's now a forever slave to the Tosca family. It's over for us, man. Before 10 years of taxes, I think it's more than that. I think it's way more than that. It's over for us. They found non-gem alternatives. Oh man, we gotta I don't know, start a pyramid scheme or something. We gotta hit up our friend Bernie Madoff. Bluey, what's the Bernie Madoff counter at? The ground is falling away at my feet.
近い。もう一桁。
And another zero. And I'm about to fall right into the bowels of hell itself. I don't feel so good. That's astronomical. I never heard a number so devastating before. If I were to turn that number into points of damage, I could beat any video game boss in a heartbeat.
どうしたの？顔青いわよ、エミヤ君。
10 million yen? What is that? What does that equate to at this point in time? Hold on. 10 million yen. $62,000. And that's with the yen being very low. All right, hold on. Let's go back. When did this game come out? 2004? Where does this take place? 2004? It's about the same, actually. Per gem, yeah. Well, I think, 64% right now. Yeah, and it's supposed to be considerably like low, I believe, at the moment. Fellas, casting revival spells at those prices, dog. I don't think we got that kind of money. We're gonna have to sell Taiga. It's over for us. I can calculate, fine. Oh, I can calculate, all right. And it's hurting more than math ever should. To be spectacular. I feel like she started enjoying this. She might go all out now. If we're gonna sugar daddy her family jewels now, please tell me that okay, good. I was like, if that didn't increase our our relationship with her, I don't know what will. Might be giving away like $60 million. I fight back the desire to tell Tosaka to use them sparingly. There we go. That's a good way. That's a good line there. I try to sound as brave as I can. Here's to a short life, everybody. Die young and leave a beautiful corpse. Tosaka clearly isn't joking. Even if I spent my whole life working to do it, I'd never be able to pay that back. Huh. I'd rather not think about it, but I think Tosaka is going to be in charge of my life from now on. The good ending. Incredible. He'd die if he found a... she revived. True. I forgot he doesn't know that still. Oh my god, I forgot about that too. Yeah. No, she's got a lot to hold over us now. Ooh, this is a cool background. We reach a clearing in the forest. The sun is rising and a white layer of morning mist blankets the forest. Compared to the much denser forest around us, this is a good vantage point. So the jewels though, like I know, I mean like life savings in terms of like her, you know, how much she could sell them for, I suppose, but like she was making them, right? Like wasn't she like creating them with her blood or something? That was what she was doing. So I don't know, just make some more and give them to me as a little treat, and then I'll sell them.
そうね。条件はいくらかクリアしてるけど、見晴らしが良すぎるのがどうもね。これじゃあ私はともかくセイバーとシローの逃げ道がないもの。
It's fine. Tosaka's such a perfectionist. She's even considering escape routes.
他は渡りましょう。大丈夫。まだ時間はあるわ。
Okay. Tosaka returns to the forest. Saber! Armor mode. But Saber stands motionless, staring off into the distance.
セイバー、何してるのよ。早くしないとイリアスフィールに。
Is she here? Oh! A chill runs up my spine. Uh-oh. I can never forget this feeling. I can't see him or feel his presence. Saber was just standing there, just... The sudden weight of the air pressing down around me is definitely coming from him. In all caps, oh my god, it's Timothy. What? Ilya's voice echoes from somewhere in the forest. Beyond the mist, from deeper in the forest, a dark figure approaches. Does she have some sort of like spell over the forest? Because like, what? Maybe it's because we're in a clearing with an open view of the sky, but it feels like Ilya is peeking down at us from up in the clouds. Oh, she did say at one point that she was like connected to us or something. Well, listen. Okay, then let's skedaddle, bro. Tosca grabs our hands, but it's too late. Oh, that was the bad then. Okay. I didn't know if that was something that was like pre-existing or was a result of that, so I wasn't sure. Damn, bro said count your blessings. I don't know what we're gonna be able to do. What's up, Julian? Welcome in. How you doing? Hello. Bro just accepted the reality real quick. Incredible. Man, Archer dies and she immediately starts hitting the standing pose, the forward-facing standing pose, like 6 times more frequently. She buys the materials and seals her magic in them. Oh, interesting. Okay. Saber nods quietly. Well, she cares about us. Tosca, apparently convinced, disappears into the mist. Once she goes into action, she acts quickly. She darts into the forest and then scrambles up a tree. It's like a little squirrel. Junbi okay. Hell yeah. Lock in, guys. The mist wavers. It's the same thing, but a different background. Man, Ilya's cute and scary. I thought this dude was fucked up. He looks fine. Out of the morning fog, a dark shadow spreads across the clearing. A mad warrior led by a pale girl steps into view. Listen, I don't know. We stepped outside and you immediately saw us. What do you want from me? Ilya's about 40 meters from me. And the backgrounds in this forest during the day are really cool. We face each other from opposite ends of the clearing. Yeah, I don't know. She just got better. I don't know. Must have been a cold or something. Go. Oh, wait. Her giggles echo in the forest. Apparently that ticks her off. Saber, still standing beside me, is practically vibrating with animosity. She might launch herself forward at any moment. Is that true? I feel like if we hit the please, she probably wouldn't. Tosca's probably in position. She'll probably want to be as close to the center of the clearing as she can. There's a spot where the tree branches overlap. Should be sturdy enough to support her weight.
までそういう態度なんだ。ならもうおしゃべりはここまでだね。リンともども殺してあげ。待ちなさい。リンはどうしたの？シロ。
I have to give it to Berserker's master. She knows better than to overlook any details.
遠坂はここにはいない。あいつと俺たちは塔に別れた。
She's not gonna buy that.
別行動を取ったの？そっか。セイバーを連れてるシロは足手まといだものね。リン一人ならもっと遠くに逃げられる。
Not if Archer's dead, bro.
そういうことだ。もうとっくに森を出てるだろう。今から追っても間に合わないぞ。
She's a stupid child, thankfully. Yeah, she's got a list. during the strategy session, we were like, yeah, she'll probably just believe what we say anyway. Lo and behold.
そうかしら。この森はアインツベルンの結界よ。
Oh, that makes sense. Okay, I had said, like, is it like does she have like a spell over it? But yeah. Oh, so she knows. Well, hold on, because Rin can conceal herself, so she probably just knows that she hasn't yet left, right? She doesn't know where she is, but she knows that she hasn't left. That's my guess.
誰が入ってきて誰が出ていったかぐらいはわかるんだから。あれから外に出た人間は一人もいない。リンはまだ森にいるわ。探し出すのはこの後でも十分よ。
Okay, that's the lens she looks. Good. She is an idiot kid. Kids are so fucking dumb. That's a relief. If Ilya only detects who's going in and out of the forest, then she doesn't know where Tosaka is now. That, and she believed my story pretty easily. Ilya is a truly merciless master. But is she too merciless to have a chance to start over? Oh, for fuck's sake.
イリア、戦う前にもう一度だけ聞くぞ。
I know. Listen, she's a kid. She is a victim. She is a victim here. She killed Shinji. I can forgive her. She did, but she off-screened him, and that's the disappointing part, right? She is responsible for 2 of the bad endings that we've gotten. But at the same time, she is cute, and we would talk to her at the park, and like, you know, we were kind of similar. So only because we ran to Saber. Yeah, so that was one of the ones where I was like, I kind of wanted to go back to see it. I had even said that specifically. I was like, man, like I kind of want to go back to see like how different that scene would have played out. But I told myself I would, unless we get a bad ending, I'm sticking to my guns. So I don't know if it changes anything. I mean, I figure Saber wouldn't make. She was already in pretty dire straits anyway, right? Came Berserker to snap it. Do you think it was you think it was Berserker? Or you think she did it herself? Imagine. She's capable. She could have.
マスターをやめて、こんな戦いをやめることはできないのか。
できないよ。おじいさまの言いつけだもの。
Yeah, see?
バーサーカーがいる限り、私はアインツベルンのマスターなの。イリアは他のマスターたちを殺して、聖杯を持ち帰らなくちゃいけないんだから。それに、もう一度だけ聞くのはこっちだよ。
Oh.
私はアインツベルンの当主だから、あんな言葉二度は言わないわ。けど、
She's asking me.
答え直すって言うんなら、ちゃんと聞いてあげてもいいんだよ。
She's asking me if I want to be her servant again. Okay, why not? She sounds almost hopeful. But as long as I have Saber with me, I can't agree to what she's asking.
答えは変わらない。
Damn.
俺はセイバーのマスターだ。お前がマスターを辞めないって言うんなら、バーサーカーを倒して辞めさせる。
I look at both Ilya and Berserker and say that. Kind of takes some balls, not gonna lie. Oh. In that instant, the air in the clearing tenses with a sharp snapping sound.
そう。なら、本気で殺してあげる。 その思い上がりと一緒に粉々に砕いてあげるわ、シロ。
Oh. Oh no, not this again. What the heck's that? There's some sort of inscription appearing on Ilya's face. No, it's not just her face. It's a huge command spell covering her entire body, and I can even see it at this distance. It's so much more massive than the ones we have.
遊びは終わりよ。蹴散らしなさい、ヘラクレス。
Uh-oh. Ilya's voice is completely lifeless, and in response, the giant behind her howls. Saber! Oh, was that what he said? Oh, I can't replay it. That's what he said. His roar shakes the earth. He screams and thrashes like he's lost his mind. His abilities grow even more powerful, like his body is swelling with deformed masses.
そんな理性を奪っていただけで凶暴化させていなかったというのか。
I'm not surprised Saber is shuddering. Even I, who can't gauge the warrior's strength, can tell I shouldn't be getting anywhere near that monster.
近寄る者はみんな殺しちゃえ。バーサーカー。
Being in this more wide open area, probably not that great. You know, that one was more serious because there's 3 exclamation points at the end. The air explodes. The giant bellows a roar so different from its anguished wail and leaps. Oh. A streak of silver surges forward in answer. Berserker lands in the middle of the clearing. The earth shakes. Saber intercepts Berserker as if stopping a falling meteor. Yo! It's like watching a mythical battle unfolding in front of me. That was Saber looks so chibi in this though. Look at her. her eyes look so big, and they had to make her look so small to just prove, like, I know she is small, but just to prove how big Heracles actually is here. Holy shit. In a forest shrouded by morning mist, 2 shadows clash relentlessly. Berserker simply overwhelming. Berserker's swipes are like whirlwinds, his downward strikes like waterfalls. Even Saber wouldn't survive a direct hit, but Saber deflects his every attack without faltering or hesitating. She swipes aside the barrage of strikes raining on her like a raging storm. To fail would mean being cut down on the spot. To Saber, each of the rapid blows seemed to strike with her opponent's full might. The clash of swords echoes around the clearing. Berserker has greater reach. Berserker is faster. Berserker has more stamina. All Saber can do is parry the titanic surges of wind from Berserker's swings to mitigate the sheer strength, all just to avoid being cut in half. Get in the ass! Berserker is like a broken jackhammer. His blade spins in all directions, annihilating everything in its path. Just getting in reach could only be fatal. There would be no hope of escape. They'd be caught in that whirling blade and ground to dust. No normal human would have a chance against that. And if getting close can only mean death, then the only option is fleeing. But Saber steps into the whirlwind and doesn't retreat. She'll be shredded to pieces. The sword sparks off of her, slowly chipping her armor away. Standing in the middle of that vortex, she could be dead in a heartbeat. But she isn't, because she's got that dog in her. Let's go, let's go. I can only hold my breath. In ancient times, heroes who fought dragons and demonic beasts must have been all like this, like her. They know perfectly well how vast the gap in strength between them is, but they bet everything on a 1 in a million shot. A seething mass of violence beyond anything humans are capable of. They just defended until a single opportunity presented itself. Many warriors died without ever seeing the miracle they were waiting for. That's exactly what this battle is. It's a glamorous, eye-catching battle, but it only ends one way, with Saber's defeat. Each blow chips away a little more at her. Berserker's roar shakes the ground. The sheer whirlwind of his frenzy churns up the atmosphere and sends Saber flying as she tries to defend. Every time Berserker's attacks chip away a bit of Saber's armor, she's thrown to the ground. But instead of remaining down or on her knees, Saber charges right back at Berserker every time. But she's at her limit. Saber's breathing is labored and her movements are visibly slowing. There won't be any opening. In a few moments, Berserker's titanic weapon will shatter Saber's sword. Shoot him with your little arrow then. I gripped the bow I made. Why don't we just shoot Ilya though, for real? Not gonna lie, I love her. She's cute. She's scary, but no master means no servant, okay? I'm going to provide back with my bow. What will that do? Well, here we are making decisions again. This is part of the plan. I said that I would provide backup. I can't second guess. We gotta help Saber. Unless the arrow hits Saber, in which case I kill myself. The moment Saber goes flying, I fire at Berserker. This won't hurt him, but it should at least get his attention. Did it? I don't think it did. The arrow hits Berserker squarely on the temple, but it doesn't even leave a scratch. Damn, we domed him first try? I can't even get his attention. The giant does not block the arrow. He doesn't even seem to care. Damn it. Damn it. Ilya's laugh echoes through the forest. Damn. I can't do anything. Saber's about to collapse right in front of me, but I can't do anything. I'm powerless. No matter what I do, I can't hurt Berserker, and I'm just distracting Saber. Oh. Nerd, thank you so much for the 34 months. What's going on? How are you doing? Yo, good time and welcome in. Thank you so much for the 34 months. Enjoy your Benny emotes, enjoy your custom role in the exclamation Discord, and enjoy that sweet ad-free viewing experience. If we could get a huge nerd W in the chat for their kind support, I'd appreciate it. How's it going over there? Welcome. Lost all his sword skills. I don't remember the details that they said. Ager, what happened? What the heck? Rest up, take care of yourself. But welcome in. We're in the middle of an intense fight here. Have you gone through Great Stay Night before? Are you familiar? Through my trap. No, that sucks. Rest up. Get some ice. Don't stress it. You can't even pick up my cats. No. That's force them to come to you then. See, play hard to get. They'll appreciate it. No, they won't. But that sucks. I hope you feel better soon. April 1st. Some April Fools. You able to like see a doctor or anything? I'm sorry, I'm not really sure what could be done about that. I unfortunately do not have a medical degree, to my dismay. Was it working? Oh, that's where it's. I hope we get a fat stack then. But yeah, I hope you feel better soon. That stinks. Definitely, you know, like I said, kick back and you know, take the opportunity to unwind and rest up and maybe pick up some hobbies or something, right? That's always good. Getting an excuse to do some hobbies. Saber sinks into the ground all the way to her ankles as she parries a massive blow. The parrying blade is swift but heavy. The axe sword strikes down from overhead. The brutally powerful weapon grazes Saber's armor as she dodges, then tears up the earth itself. My jaws clench so hard my teeth could well shatter. Cheeks are clenched, bro. Is there really nothing I can do? I can't protect Saber. I can't fight alongside her. There's nothing I can do. All I can do is... Just imagine winning, bro. Lock in. Well... Archer said something like that. I think that was verbatim what he said, bro. Yeah. What was he saying again? It wasn't one of his typical snide remarks. What he said had weight and importance to it, and I needed to understand. And again, probably everything he told me was a warning I shouldn't ignore. Saber goes flying. This time it's not because she leaped away to evade. Berserker hit her this time. That hurricane slash strikes Saber in the side. She stumbles. Make that sword, bro. Imagine winning. Lock in. Coughing violently, she grips her weapon tighter and turns back towards Berserker. You ain't good for nothing but dreaming. You may say I'm a dreamer, but I'm not. Can't do my hobby. No. Did you work on cosplay? Everything's too much to do. No, man. I got some pre-made outfits queued up and ready for my for the next cons I'm going to next month. The giant doesn't miss the opening. Saber finally provides. My voice doesn't reach them. Shouting's useless, and trying to use the bow like Archer would be pointless. Don't I understand yet? What can I do? What should these hands of mine be doing? That's right. What do I need to save Saber? Imagine it, bro. I can't use a bow. A spear won't pierce him. Having a weapon just like the enemies is no solution either. To go up against that giant, a sword to cut through a mountain of stone. An opulent sword, sharper than sharp, that will never dull. A king's sword, able to cut down enemies in a single blow. Like that golden sword I saw in my dream, a sword fit for her. That pixel effect, what the heck? My head hurts. I try to fight down my nausea, but I never take my eyes off Saber. Strangely, the longer I watch Saber fall, the more this indescribable pain assaults me. We're connected, bro. Saber and Berserker seem to be moving in slow motion. I see a row of switches line up. The text color change, guys. Saber coughs, and for a brief second she arches in pain. Berserker smashes his axe sword down towards her with all his might. It's as if there's a row of nails in need of hammering right now. In need of hammering down. It's like he's knocking down dominoes. The switch flips. The switch flips! Berserker's axe sword cuts Saber down. She's going to die. It's always worded like this. I'm going to die. He's going to die. She's going to die. The strike splits Saber in half at the waist and pierces her. Pieces of her flesh go flying. What? The only thing that's gone flying is pieces of armor. Berserker's only split Saber's armor. It sounds like cope. Or huh? Saber left herself open to bait Berserker into a single huge swing, and with every ounce of strength that she has, she rushes at him. A black roar rips through the air, but he can't escape now. Saber's right in front of him. She shifts her grip on her sword and darts in closer, then swings with all her might. What about that sword that we were envisioning, bro? I don't believe this. Saber's attack hits home, and the giant, who had seemed so immovable, flies back several meters. And then... Let's go! Then comes the true attack. From the tree! Are we getting a Rin CG? She must intend to release the attack from as close as possible. Tosca jumps down from the branch above and throws her jewels at Berserker as she falls. No, not quite. She's speaking German! Oh shit! Shards of ice rain on Berserker. Look at her! Among those shards are 3 giant spear-shaped icicles, each packed with enough magical energy to blow an entire mansion to smithereens. Ilya, quiet until now, suddenly screams at her servant. She must have sensed the danger, but too late. The ice spears aren't falling. They're accelerating towards Berserker. He can't possibly dodge. A 1 in a million opportunity. Saber's desperate attack perfectly coordinated with the ice bullet attacks. It has more than enough magical energy to kill Berserker. However, shit. The axe sword slices through the air. Even as Saber drives him back, he switches to a single-handed grip on his axe sword and shatters all 3 ice spears. Blood spatters the clearing. Maybe it's his one-arm swing, but he fails to completely destroy the ice, and when it strikes, it severs one of Berserker's arms. That's not all. The ice freezes over Berserker's arms, completely restraining it. Ooh! But it only got one arm. More jewels! More jewels! Saber cries out. It's a reasonable response. Berserker catches Tosuka with his good arm as she falls. Oh, shit! Ah! That probably doesn't feel very good. Damn, she looks really good. Her fit's so good, damn. Tosuka's face twists in pain. Berserker will have no trouble crushing Tosuka with his hand. Do something, Saber! I run. I don't care if I drag them down. It doesn't matter if I can't do anything. I'm not going to let Tosuka die. Saber must be too weak to even stand, but somehow she gets to her feet. Tosuka must be in agonizing pain, but she stretches a hand out as she hangs her head downward. And then, more jewels? You smug little brat. She grins wickedly. 4 more jewels? I can't afford those. Damn, she looks hot. Holy shit. She's never looked hotter. 4 more jewels? That's like 60, 100. That's like... That's like 40 billion yen, bro. Are you sure you should be using all this? Everyone gasps. Bro, look at her! Saber, me, and even Berserker must have all frozen in our tracks. One person can only have so many tricks up their sleeve. She knew this might happen, and she hadn't even bothered to tell us. Do it! Berserker squeezes harder around her. He's a heartbeat too late. Four bullets of pure light streak towards Berserker. 4 bullets, 4 gems, 4 rapid shots at the most extreme close range. That has to be enough to end the Dark Mad Warrior. Or rather, the attack perfectly, completely snuffs out his life. It must have blown Berserker's head clean off. It better have blown his shit smooth off. The blood splatter even reaches me 10 meters from where Berserker stands. There's kind of a lot more than blood in the mess, but I don't think she overdid it. Our opponent was a monster. Berserker would have crushed Tosuka if she hadn't blown his head off. Don't hit the few, dog. Ilya's still there, and she's a capable mage. All right, well, we can catch our breath, I guess, for a quick second. Squinches you. I think her outfit's gonna be crumbled a bit. Yeah, it might be a little wrinkly. No, she's good. She's good. Parry this, you fucking casual. Wait, no, don't actually. Hold on, wait. Not the color change. Do literally the Betty Blast. Wait, they still have you working? That's great. That's crazy. Insane. Well, I hope you're getting some fat stacks then. Anyway, dog, that CG was so hot. I need that as like a wallpaper or a profile picture or both. Insane. I don't think she's ever looked better. She looked so good. Think of the hydrate. Bluey, did you catch the Bernie Madoff reference earlier? Or mention, rather? Phew. Glad that's over. I slow my frantic run. Tosuka's still in Berserker's grip, but the battle's over. Berserker's face is still hidden in a plume of smoke. From that singeing sound, it must have been a hell of an explosion. How the fuck? I told you. I hear Tosuka's voice. She's looking at the smoke in disbelief.
Larry,
Hold on. Am I imagining things? Did Berserker's hand tighten on Tosaka? How the fuck? Tosaka's staring at the plume of smoke. It doesn't last long. The smoke starts to dissipate, and in the clearing air, turned his ass into Two-Face. Berserker's face, the face that should have been blown off his body, appears. Tosaka cowers under that evil demon's gaze at a loss for words. Ilya, shut up! Laughter fills the air. Ilya, who's remained at the far side of the clearing, laughs delightedly. Unless he's... 12 times? We've only got him like 7 times. They're kind of impressed. I was actually gonna make a comment. He actually, Loki, he looks kind of good. like he looks pretty sweet. Besides like the freaky monster like wrinkles in his face, like he don't look bad. I missed what? Yeah, boo, I was saying we got to make money. We're gonna have to start a pyramid scheme. Thankfully, I know who to call. 12 times is crazy. Fresh out the shower. Yeah, you just got a nice jewel shower. She's got 3 more gems, right? Or no, hold on. She used 3 for icicles and then 4 for the beam. She's got 2 more, I think. Not the pyramid scheme. Listen, it was the only way out of the situation that we were in. She must have figured something out from what Ilya just told her. Tosaka looks aghast, her face twisting in regret. Oh, of Hydra. 12 jobs demands 12 deaths? Bro. Why is it always a pyramid and never a rhombus? Because only the people at the top make money. Oh.
あなたも知っているでしょ？ヘラクレスの12の難行を。ギリシャの英雄ヘラクレスは己が罪を償うために12もの冒険を乗り越え、そのご褒美として不死になった。
Yeah, that's kind of unfair. That's a little... Ref, do something! Ref, do something!
この意味、あなたならわかるでしょ？命のストック、蘇生魔術の重ねがけ。
Bruh.
ええ、だからそいつは簡単には死ねないの。かつて自分が乗り越えた分の試練は生き延びてしまう。神々にかけられた不死の呪い。
That's crazy. What? El Captio! Incredible timing. Damn, what the heck? Does that mean that I get a couple of lives if I've worked multiple jobs? Let's see. I worked at a frozen yogurt place when I first started working when I turned 16. So did that give me an extra life? Did I make money on Twitch? Does that count as an extra life too? Much to consider.
それが私のバーサーカーのホーグ、ゴッドハンドなんだから。
God Hand is an evil name for that, but god damn it.
わかった？バーサーカーは今ので死んでしまったけど、あと5つの命があるの。
Archer got his ass 6 times. Rin got him once. And we still got to do it 5 more times? I touched off, but kind of correct. Actual Heracles offed himself and then got made into a god. It's been so long since I've actually heard that story, but I do remember learning about it. Man, that is a really cool application. I gotta say, that is really neat, right? Like the way that the different noble phantasms are being used is so neat, right? Like Lancer, for example, his is like that one move, a bulge. Saber, She has, you know, her, sword stuff, the invisible air, the aura. Archer, we don't know about. Ryder was, this stuff. We know his. Did he say? No, he didn't. Okay. And then Berserker. 12 labors. Become automatically resurrected Raise in the event one dies. Raise has a stock of 11. In other words, Berserker will not disappear unless he's defeated 12 times. How's that only a rank B, bro? That's busted. Please nerf. And then this one, immortality that was gained from a god's blessing, parentheses curse, turns the body into sturdy armor, nullifies all attacks ranked B or lower. Bro. Can we pull out a gun? Like, anyone got like a Glock on them or something? Jesus, that can maybe drop. I don't know, even I'd be able to get them a couple times. God hand isn't useful on its own. I mean, you're right. I would take 12 lives over none, though, or over one, though. You know. Working on retail would remove lives off you. You're right. That is how it goes. I keep chopping, I guess, bro. Oh, I hate this game actually. I don't think I actually like this game at all. My Deagle's only rank C. What the fuck? Level it up, bro. Hurry up. I'll try and stall a little bit longer, but 5 times the jewels. I don't suppose she's got 20 more in her pocket, does she? I can't hear Ilya's voice clearly. From the corner of my eye, I see Saber charging Berserker. Isn't she in his grasp? How the fuck's she supposed to run? Saber dashes over. Tosuka tries to pry open Berserker's fingers, but they won't budge. And then, uh-oh. Again, why haven't we just gone for Ilya? Little girl just been standing over there on the side the whole time. No master means no servant. You want to kill his ass 5 more times or her just once? The burning eyes glare at Tosuka. Bro, you can't take her from me. Tosuka screams. Berserker's enormous fingers dig into Tosuka, trying to rip out her insides. There's only one outcome. Tosuka's lifeless body being crushed to nothing. What's this lock-in music? I run. We're locking in then! I forget who I am up against. I even forget where I am. My mind's completely burned out. Saber cuts towards Berserker. Her invisible sword swings at Berserker's defenseless arm as if slicing through a radish. But it's no use. Saber's attack pings harmlessly off of Berserker's arm. His grip on Tosuka doesn't loosen. Just moving must be agony for Saber. She swings her sword desperately, blood trickling from her mouth. Do something! She freezes the instant she sees me rushing at Berserker. I slap mindlessly at his back with my bow. The giant is unfazed. He doesn't consider me a threat. he just quack. Why is he about to die? Why is he quacking? Quack, quack. Where did that emo come from? I've never seen that before. Oh my god. Untitled Shiro game. That game was so funny. Oh my god. My fingers are getting numb. What the hell is he? If I'm the one going numb from hitting him. Fuck no. I look up when I hear Saber. I just get a fist to the jaw. In that instant, I go flying through the air like a leaf. Ah, dang it. Ah! I hit the ground and tumble like a bit of stray garbage. Berserker smacked me away with that frozen sword. I try to block the attack with my bow, but it shatters instantly and I'm thrown so far away. We're gonna have to command spell, I think, guys. I don't think there's another way out of this. I writhe in pain. That breaking sound hadn't come from the bow. One of my arms is bent the wrong... At the wrong angle in the wrong spot. When I breathe in, my lungs hurt so bad I want to puke them up. Oh. Oh. I can't breathe properly with all the blood flooding my mouth, but that doesn't matter. Breathing will just make me pass out. Better than I not breathe. What? I wake up. Right now, I need to get him. Him. I run. Doug, I got one arm flailing on the side. It's my turn. I'm gonna break his arm and save Toast. How? With how? With what? He must have eyes in the back of his head. He swings his sword casually like he's batting aside a fly. I can dodge it. I won't let an arm that's completely frozen hit me so easily. I don't think we dodged it. Damn, my body's sinking. He must have grazed my leg. Damn him. Didn't even touch my leg, but he somehow managed to break it anyway. Lost a leg too? Fuck. I can't do that. I can't let Tosaka die. What do I need to do to save her? A weapon, a blade would be best. At my feet, broken pieces of the bow. Above me, Berserker's sword swinging right at me. There's no time to think. I let magical energy flow through me. Trace the fuck on, bro. Trace the fuck on. The strengthening succeeds easily, but down comes Berserker's sword. The fragments are finally pulverized. I meant to dodge, but instead my body slams to the ground. Clearly, there is no point strengthening broken shards. I'll have to do this from scratch. It shouldn't be impossible. Anyone can imitate, as long as they have an example to follow. I just need to duplicate the foundation, structure, work, experience, time, and... I'm not a duck. If it walks like a duck, it quacks like a duck. The giant turns around. It must have decided to kill the little nuisance before finishing Tosaka off. I push up from the ground and glare at the giant. There's no fear. I'm too burned out for fear. But behind me... I see someone prepared to disappear. No! I see someone determined to use the sacred sword. Shit. Is that really our choice? Don't use it feels very final. Is that really our choice? Leaves a little room for interpretation, a little room for a pivot. And last time we smashed, it was only 30% of my magic circuits, so like maybe we can do it at least another 2 times, right? Is that really our choice? The golden sword appears in Saber's hand. Berserker's grip on Tosaka tightens. I'm powerless. I'm going to let all 3 of us die. Fuck! Not this music again. Interesting, they translated it that way. Oh, what do you mean by that? This music is so good, but it's never a good sign. Is that really our only option? Is our only chance of victory using up the last of Saber's magical energy for her noble phantasm and so endangering her existence? I don't think we have another choice, bro. Unless a command spell can do something that this wouldn't. I don't know. The OG was translated as "it's our only option." Oh, see, that's way more final. I mean, I guess that makes sense, but I guess I shouldn't read so literally into some of them. Giant releases Tosaka and charges at Saber. Rin saved! Cut his ass! Yeah! Wait, hold on. He kind of interrupted. He meets the sacred sword as it sweeps the earth ahead of it. That is one of the most hype moves. Period. T. You good? I don't think so. The silver armor collapses. Saber falls to her knees, having converted the last of her magical energy into light. In front of her, Berserker remains intact. Fuck.
そこまでね、セイバー。せっかくの聖剣もそんな魔力じゃ不十分よ。
Good, but you're 4 lives off. Yeah, right? Like, well, I read too literally into the choice, I suppose. And I knew we were fucked as soon as I heard the music, so. Saber's starting to fade. She must not even have the strength to stand. Unable to rise, she looks up at Berserker.
お前も残念だったでしょ、バーサーカー。セイバーの魔力が万全だったのなら、お前も死にきれたでしょう
Had a
に。
chance to die is crazy. The giant's sword swings down. Berserker doesn't wait for Saber to disappear. He crushes her. Saber disappears. I knew this would happen. If Saber used her sacred sword, she would disappear no matter the outcome of the battle. I knew it, but I didn't stop her.
これでおしまい。さあ、どうするの、お兄ちゃん。このまま逃げてみるか。
That's fucking dumb, bro. That's dumb. The choice was literally like, is that really our only option? And I was like, yeah, that's what I would.
あ、そうだ。自分から私に殺されるって言うんなら、リンは見逃してあげてもいいわ。
I can't even think. Saber's corpse is right in front of me. It's already become one with the earth. I can't escape. I can't escape no matter what I do, at least.
いい子ね、シロ。じゃあ、連れてきて、バーサーカー。まずは、もう逃げ出せないよう
We're
に
kind of
してあげ
dragging
て
this out, huh? Jesus Christ. A rush of wind obliterates everything below my waist. My senses are utterly overwhelmed with pain and despair. I'm fading. In the middle of the clearing, Tosika's body sprawled on the ground, long since having gone motionless. This game's stupid. No shit, that was a bad end. Shut the fuck up. I don't want a tiger. I don't want a tiger dojo right now.
些細な選択ミスで猫地獄にまっしぐらなあなたを救う修練場タイガー道場である。
This is bullshit. Why is this music gotta be so good? Fuck.
まさに絶好調。今乗りに乗ってる弟子1号です。
Deserved.
なんでフルスイングするのよ、タイガー。私、なんか悪いことした？
I do something bad, bro. You've been doing bad stuff the whole time.
黙らっしゃい。
Shut
タイ
your
ガー
mouth.
道場も8回目ですが、今までイリアちゃんがシロを殺めた数実に5回。
This is the 8th possible one, and she's gotten him 5 times. Fuck. How many times? This is like the 3rd or 4th for us. 1 right here. That's 2. 3. Shit, she keeps getting our asses. How many other times could she have fucking gotten us? Holy crap. Maybe perhaps she's a threat. I mean, I let my guard down around her a little bit sometimes. I think. I fear. That's crazy. Anyway, well. Shut your mouth. This is the 8th episode and you've killed him 5 times. The other 3 are in like the first fight. You ever played Fear? I have not. What's that? Wait. Taiga's here to back us up, I guess. It's mass murder.
へえ、こんなの可愛い方だよ。だって最終的に一番白を殺す回数が多いのは。
Don't spoil it.
ネタバレ禁止権。
Eat my spoiler sword.
ふんだ、当たらないようだ。
She's such a brat. I hate that I like her. She's so annoying, but I like
大
her.
体ね、リストじゃ私は最下位なんだから。
The bottom of the list.
ほら、ちゃんと見なさいよこの手帳。
Assassination manual.
こんなキラーリストが出回ってたのね。
A list of killers. Jesus Christ. Hanging, poison, like a, what is this? A knife in the back? Shot. Jesus Christ.
って本当だ。ちょっと何よこの嘘記録。なんでイリアちゃんにいい子でしょうなんてついてるの？
A good girl award.
それは私の立ち回りが優雅だからよ。暇な人は私が白をやっつけるエンドを残らずチェックしてみてね。再殺賞さんなんかとは微妙に違うことに気がつ
The
くから。
last kill award. What is this? Some kind of Danganronpa trigger happy havoc? We gotta play those games. I have every single Danganronpa game. I haven't played at least start. The comment I was gonna make will make sense. I'm sorry, no, I haven't. But now that you mention it, it sounds familiar. I feel like I've seen or heard of it before.
微妙な違い？ま、細かいことはどうでもいいか。考えると疲れるし。
Thinking hurts anyway, true.
さて、今回のタイガー道場ですが、選択自体は間違えたものではないと思うけど、どうしてこんな結果になっちゃったのよ、弟子1号。
Because of the bullshit translation, that's why.
純粋な魔力不足よ。セイバーはエクスカリバーを使えるほどには回復したけど、宝具に注ぎ込むだけの魔力がなかったのね。あんなへっぽこなエクスカリバーじゃ、バーサーカーの命2回分も怪しいわ。
Berserker's 2 lives. I thought he had 5 left.
なるほど。今回は懸命であったがゆえに負けてしまったと。
This time you lost because you made a sensible choice. What the fuck?
おし、受けに回ってもし、攻めに回ってもしの無情なタイトロープス。
You'll die if you go in the defensive, but you'll also die if you get too aggressive. What a crazy tightrope you're walking. Man, what the hell?
相変わらず微妙なバランスね。
微妙っていうか、キャラ性能的に積んでる感じね。
There's nothing you can do.
やるべそう。じゃ、今回の道場はここまで。
Thanks, guys. Very helpful.
若さゆえに無謀あふれる選択肢を選んでみてね。
Choose the more reckless, youthful, and immature option. I think I just need to do that every time. Fuck. Every single time. Don't use it. Go crazy. Go stupid. Wind peels back from the blade. The golden sword begins to reveal itself in Saber's hand. I told her not to use it. The sword I told her never to use, no matter what. But like, is Rin gonna die? I snap. The last thread that had been holding me together finally gives. Fuck. My left hand burns. Really? That's what we use the command spell on, is to stop. Oh my god. A command spell stroke disappeared. Bro!
どうしてもうこれしかないではないですか、シロ。
Yeah, that's what I said. I don't care. To hell with that. All I know is that if she uses it, she'll disappear. And then I'll die too. I hate it. You're stroking it always. You're fading steer yourself. It's not working. This fate's gonna stay all night. A cool slow motion mechanic you could trigger. Oh, like Fallout has that too, right? I don't remember what they call it though. You're already on your last legs just from unleashing your sword. You can't use it right now, so just hold on. Use blue-balled saber. If you can't use your sword, I'll make one you can use. Oh! Why didn't you just do that earlier? Now we're down 2 command spells, bro. Imagine something that can win. Lock the fuck in. It's so obvious. It's the only thing I can do. I have to make it. I have to make something that won't lose. I have to imagine the strongest weapon. I have to imagine the ultimate imitation. It has to fool everyone, even me. It shouldn't be that hard. It's not something impossible. Gaslight yourself, bro. Since the beginning, my body has been a specialized magic circus for this purpose alone. Projected Saber's sword while fighting Berserker. I just got an achievement. Chiro spawns a FAMAS assault rifle. What the? What the? Up. I leap up. My entire body burns like it's on fire. My left hand is crimson. Ain't one of your arms bent the wrong way, dog? Rude achievement, right? Yo! No, that's my sword. I just made it. I crafted in Minecraft. Not cool, Steve. Saber's voice rings with shocked disbelief. She's staring at the weapon in my hands, at the thing that shouldn't exist. The sword seems to have a will of its own. Golden blade moves as if it's being drawn to the giant's arm. It slashes at him, tearing through the arm. Tosaka falls to the ground along with the arm that had been holding her. The golden sword shatters as if it had been made of glass. Well, the other arm is frozen, right? My blood begins to flow backwards. It doesn't matter. The sword broke. That's impossible. If I imitated that sword, it shouldn't have shattered like that. It shattered because it wasn't sufficient. Do it again. My image of the sword wasn't enough. Do it again. Berserker's furious gaze turns towards me. His massive sword swings up at me. This time, he's determined to cut me in half. It doesn't matter. Berserker, you're not my enemy right now. I'm only fighting against one person right now. The last one wasn't perfect. My image of it was flawed, so the sword that should have been invincible broke. Bro's fighting his own... the voices. If I'm to duplicate things, I need to work on not just their shape, but also their maker. You're gonna meet your maker. Archer's last words, huzzah. Sad, but yeah, huzzah. I hear the others holding their breath. In front of me, I see the axe sword rushing towards me like an oncoming storm, and a half-formed sword ready to block it. In desperation, I try to use the sword to block the incoming blade, but that doesn't matter to me. Right now, I need to finish this blade to make it real. Another mistake. You're not fit for fighting, Shiro Emiya. Your battle is supposed to be a mental one, a fight against your own self. Man, I miss Archer so much. What is this? That's the voices. It's the voices, yeah. It's from the Babel trailer, I'm pretty sure, which was the worst Arknights event ever released. You don't have to remind me. What I need to do is simple. You should I know you don't know too much about the Arknight stories, Bluey, but that event was really good. And could be an interesting VOD to watch. Homie Tinchel was still funny. The actual lore accurate to the legend. The sword does break. What the heck? It's supposed to be the invincible sword. Projection start. Bro, trace the fuck on. I concentrate. I'm challenging my own self. There can be neither deviation nor compromise. Determining creation ideology, anticipating base essence, duplicating material structure, replicating the forger's skill, resonating with the possessor's experience, imitating the uncountable years, and surpassing every manufacturing process. Oh, sounds like he's giving birth. Did Shiro get pregnant? Is he pregnant? Is he pregnant? Is he pregnant? Is he pregnant? Pregnant? Can you get pregnant? Did Saber get him pregnant? 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 It's Saber who impregnated Shiro. I knew it! Fate made Mpreg real. Illusion shall bind with reality to forge a sword. I just ruined one of the most hype moments in this entire game, I think. The music. He's jorking it. The giant roars. My sword deflects the countless gusts assailing me from the enemy's furious attacks. But that's about it. That's about it. See ya. I knocked away from him. The moment I come to, the sword leaves everything to me. The attacks I blocked so easily a moment ago now toss me around effortlessly. I can't feel my arms. The skin of my wrists is blistered and red. I'm surprised I can even keep my grip on the sword. My legs do not work. I can only imagine every muscle shredded to ribbons. I can't get up. I made a sword that surpasses Berserker, but that's all. I'm just the one who made it. I can't wield the sword I worked so hard to make. Give it to Saber, bro. Come on. Let her see her child. A shadow looms over me. He must know who has to kill first now. I rush away, and Berserker rushes after me like a gust of wind. His enormous sword swings towards me, but it's deflected. Is there a video I can watch? I could send you our VODs for it, Bluey, if you're interested. I think it was pretty long, but I believe people said that Babel is like one of the first stories that was actually ever written. So it's like very important, but it's also very emotional. So it might not technically be a terrible place to like actually kind of learn a little bit about the world. But yeah, I can get you some links. Who deflected it? In complete disbelief, I realize another hand has closed around my own. Look! We're both holding the baby! The air splits around me. The giant attacks with all his might, trying to destroy everything around him. But right before that happens... She's so close, I can hear her voice over the din. If Berserker is a storm front coming to attack me, Saber's a gale rushing to my side. Look at these two proud parents! Oh! Saber sprints over to me and twists around, gripping me firmly. Dog, I feel like we barely get to see Shiro. Like he appears in like he's appeared in like 3 CGs, and 2 of them have been in the past 5 minutes. The rock sword shatters. The golden flash explodes through the giant axe sword and continues ahead, slicing through Berserker's rock-like body without slowing. Maybe I copied the form so well that I copied some of its abilities too. The golden sword lodges deep into Berserker's body and glows so brilliantly that light pours from the giant's body. And then in an instant, the light fades and the forest falls silent. Did that kill him 5x times? All the strength flees my limbs. The heat that had been surging through me rapidly cools. The sword I made begins to disappear. I watch it vacantly. Saber and I remain together, holding the sword in our hands until it's disappeared completely. No! Our baby! Wind sweeps through the clearing. The earth-shaking howl and the blade that had churned up the very air are gone. The previous invincible giant, now immobile, looks to the knight who defeated him and speaks in a low rumbling voice. What? He just talked? What?
これはカリバーン。王を選定する岩の剣。永遠に失われた私の剣。ですが
今のは貴様の剣ではなかろう。それはその男が作り上げた幻想に過ぎん。
Why is he so well spoken? Saber nods
所詮
quietly.
はまがいもの。二度とは存在せぬ剣だ。だがしかし
Berserker's chest opens up. He begins to dissolve. His body begins to crumble like wet sand, beginning where the sword pierced him and rapidly expanding outward.
その幻想も侮れぬ。よもやただの一撃で
7 times over?
滅ぼすとはな。
Oh, 7, I guess. Damn, his dying words are spoken without emotion. The mad warrior keeps to his role until the very end and fades away in a dispersing haze into the misty morning air. I mean, Ilya's still there. Dizziness rocks me where I stand. She's gonna be in disarray, though. This is probably the price for such excessive use of magecraft. The blood that rages through me is putting pressure on my brain, sending far too much oxygen out to the rest of my body. My head feels like it could split open. The enemy has disappeared, and whatever was numbing the pain earlier has faded. As if to make me pay the accumulated toll of this incredible battle, the dizziness and headache crashed into me like twin meteors.
シロ
Also, I got a broken arm and leg, bro. I'm about to collapse, but Saber supports me. Saber shouldn't have the energy for that either at this point.
いや、大丈夫だ。ところどころ骨が折れてるけど。
I've got that healing thing. No, don't say that out loud.
例の自然チーム働いてるし、なんとかなる。
Truly a sword of legends? True. I mean, yeah, if a sword can select the king, it can select the right spot to kill someone multiple times over. I suppose so. But the crazy thing is, after all that, the thing is if what we have to realize is if Archer didn't do what he did, like let's say Archer just like died right away, or like maybe got him once, Berserker would still be alive. He'd still be kicking, because we only got him we got him 7x, right? Insane.
何を言うのです。あれだけの投影魔術を使ったのですから。
We use
今は休息
projection
を取らないと。
magic. We gamed.
いや、けど。
There's someone I have to talk to first. Oh, she's gonna like stamp her foot. I'm going to hate myself for saying this, but uh-oh. Incredible preface. Then don't say it. Nah, say it. Now you have to. He got Berserker, got him 6 times, and you did 7. Oh my god! You're right! Archer's the 6 to my 7! Incredible. No way. Anyway, what did you just say?
You what?
エリアスフィール。
Saber stands ready. Oh, get this guy out of here. It wasn't even me that said it. All right, I did make it worse, I will say. Ilya stares at where Berserker had been standing, her eyes hollow.
ちょうどいい。何のつもりかは知りませんが、追う手間が省けました。潔くここで。
No, we're not gonna kill her. Bluey, thank you for the 67 bits. I appreciate you. Now kill the child. No, we can't kill her. He's cute.
ダメだ、セイバー。イリアには手を出さないでくれ。バーサーカーがいなくなったんなら。
I mean, she's killed me 3 times or gotten us a bunch of bad endings, but it's fine. Don't worry about it. I stopped Saber with the last remaining strength I have. Doesn't even seem to notice we're here. She just stares at the ground. See, like, I really hope she doesn't make us kill her. I hope we don't kill her, because she is a victim here, right? Like, she was forced into this from Gramps. You know, she didn't choose this. She doesn't even really have that much of an understanding of everything. She was fed some misinformation, you know, and she's just a kid.
嘘。まさか死んじゃったの？
She sounds like an abandoned child. She kind of is.
エリア
Lifts her head absentmindedly. Well, she looks cute. Oh, it happens suddenly. Ilya collapses like a puppet with its strings cut. What? I don't know what happened. I just stare at Ilya where she lies. Huh? And at almost the same moment, Tosika raises her hand. She's freed now that Berserker's arm disappeared. I must have loosened up the moment I learned Tosika was safe. My vision blurs and I can feel my body trying to pass out. I can't show that kind of weakness. We may have defeated Berserker, but we're still in the forest. Wary as we are, we have to force ourselves to get out of the forest. I look up at the sky as it begins to lighten. Are we just leaving Ilya there? The town is a long way away. All my allies are wounded and every single inch of me hurts. And yet morning has come. Much like I did last night. Inside of Saber. And then I gave birth to a sword. The end. We survived the night I was prepared not to. After defeating our greatest enemy, we leave the winter forest. That was so good. Oh my god. Insane. You get that backwards. You agreed that Saber got Shiro. Not the other way around. I mean, no, you're right. You're right. You're right. You what? Man. Ilya collapsed to the ground. We just like, all right, see ya. We just left. We're like, all right, we're not gonna kill you, but we're not gonna stay here. All right. That is where we're gonna call it though. That is the stopping point. 12, interval level 4, whatever that means. So, let me just make sure the game is saved. All right. All right. If you're talking about 20 years ago, that was only 2006. That's not that bad if you think about it. Like 20 years sounds bad, but 2006 doesn't sound bad, right? Okay, you got to look at it that way. Anyway, you guys, thank you so much for hanging out. I appreciate it. Whether you're lurking, chatting here the whole time or part of the time, thank you for the support. There's something that connects me and Saber, and by that, I mean my peanuts. Thank you for that again, Nosme. I just saw that. Thank you for streaming. Thank you for hanging out. I appreciate you guys. Just a quick reminder, we have the misfortune of playing Valorant on Friday. So look forward, question mark, to that. I will take this opportunity to say that if anyone wants to play, if any of you guys also for some reason play that game, you guys are open to, you guys are welcome to join as well. So we'll kind of play that one by ear, but we'll be playing that. We're gonna start a little. I suddenly have plans for Friday at 9 p.m. Yeah, it sucks, man. What a shame. So something came up for me too. Gonna have to cancel. Oh man, play that game said like a slur. It's because it is derogatory. But all right, you guys, we are going to be wrapping up here. We're gonna be hopping into a raid. So I do ask, don't go anywhere, even though I'm just a crap with the stream. If you guys stop in the raid to show them support, I'd appreciate it. I know they'll appreciate it as well. I gotta see who is live and who we can show them support to. Send my PC will catch fire at that very specific time. What a damn shame. I tried it, but that's about it. Yeah, honestly, it is what it is. It wasn't an incentive stream for nothing, right? It'll still be a fun time because I'm not good at games like that. I like playing shooters, but not like very specific, precise shooters like that. I'm very bad at it. If this was like a Call of Duty or Battlefield or something more of that type, I'd be able to hold my own a little bit more. But anyway, you guys, hashtag you Benny rated. If you're sub, throw your favorite Benny emote in there at the end. If you're not sub, no worries, throw your favorite emote in there at the end. Make it look cool, make it look fun. We were gonna find someone to show some support to. I think like Shernova. I liked it when it came. I stopped playing that like after the first couple weeks, unfortunately. But that was different. You didn't die in like one bullet. There was actual like gunfights and stuff in that. So that was a little different. It was like similar style, but different gunplay. I was global in CS. Holy shit. Hell yeah, you gotta come back. You gotta lock back in. Let's see who is live this evening. How about, why don't we unwind? Nico's playing some Power Wash. We played Power Wash not that long ago. I would love to play Power Wash again, but again, like we were talking about, I need more time. Need more time for all these games and streams. Imagine being made of literal paper lasting longer than Valorant, bro. Chernova is fun. I actually wouldn't be opposed to re-downloading and revisiting that, but I think, like, I don't know, you don't unlock all the characters right away, so like you'd have to buy them or unlock. Yeah, I don't know. I like the one cat girl, Michelle. She was cute. But yeah, we're gonna show some support to Nico. Nico's super cool, super fun. Like I said, they're doing some Power Wash, it looks like. So let's go show some support to them. Deadlock. I just uninstalled Deadlock the other day. Yeah, so but all right, you guys, I hope you have an awesome rest of your day. I hope you have an awesome rest of your week. If I don't talk to you, like I said, we'll be off tomorrow. We'll be back on Friday, and then we have our watch party on Sunday, so we're gonna be finishing up This Monster Wants to Eat Me on Sunday. So if you guys haven't yet watched the first 7 episodes, which is what we watched before, you got some time to catch up. It is really good. I'm looking forward to watching that with you guys. It'll be a lot of fun. But yeah, I hope you have an awesome rest of your night. Get some good rest. Same to you, Bluey. I appreciate the support. Thank you again for the bits. Nerd, thank you again for the resub. I appreciate it. Thank you guys for the support. As always, really appreciate you guys. It was a fun stream. Stressful, as always, as this game tends to be. But it was good. It was awesome. Hope you guys have a good one. Take care. Rest up. I'll see you guys very soon. Hey! My other Tetsuo cosplay just shipped. Let's go, guys. There is a god. All right. See ya. Have a good one. Bye.